Other news tonight, we are following up as the Yakima County Prosecutor's Office has rejected a recall petition filed against Yakima County Coroner Jim Curtis, claiming he's violated Washington state law and his oath of office. New at 6:30, Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us the rejection over the fact that the petition itself was insufficient.
I spoke with Yakima County Auditor Charles Ross, who says the Yakima County Prosecutor's Office reviewed the petition and found several issues with it that rendered it factually and legally deficient. State law requires recall charges to give detailed description, including approximate date, location, and nature of each act complained of. But the petition submitted by Yakima resident Kenton Gartrell includes only a list of charges and links to news articles, which the prosecutor's office found to be insufficient.
I think what the prosecutors looked at was, in order for them to allow it to move forward up to the courts, they want more evidence and more first-person statements.
If the petition is resubmitted to include the information required by state law, the prosecutor's office will be able to write a ballot synopsis and present it to a superior court judge, who will then decide whether the facts as presented meet the legal threshold for a recall. If there's no appeal, the petition still needs to be signed by a certain percentage of voters before it can get on a ballot.
I think that's where some people get kind of confused about, well, we've submitted the paperwork, why isn't it just happening? Because it's a multi-step process.
At the bottom of his petition, Gartrell says, quote, "If the coroner writes a letter acknowledging my efforts for a recall and agrees to a resignation date, I will withdraw my protocol request." The Board of Yakima County Commissioners called for Curtis's resignation last month, after Yakima police announced that investigators had found Curtis made a false report and used drugs obtained from the deceased while on duty, a case currently awaiting a decision by the Ellensburg Prosecutor's Office.
It was important for us to really regain the public trust in not only that position, but in elected representatives. We were held to a higher standard, and it was pretty clear based off of the admissions of the coroner that were in public records of police reports that there was actions on his part that just were not keeping with office.
She says they have not yet received a response. I spoke with Curtis's wife, who told me that, quote, "he is getting the help that he needs right now, and that is the reason for his absence." Yakima County commissioners say in the interim, Deputy Coroner Marshall Slight has taken over the coroner's duties. Reporting from the Yakima newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.